Is the market crashing, correcting, or is it too soon to tell? Let's find out in this month's market update. Hey, I spend most of my time in the KW real estate market, which means I have tons of knowledge to share with you. Call me your unfair advantage. If you're watching this video, there's a 91% chance that you're not subscribed, which means you're missing out on all our hot new listings and monthly market updates. All this free content could be helping you on your real estate journey. So make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. Now, let's dive into it. In April, the real estate market in Kitchener-Waterloo was interesting to say the least. We've seen an influx of inventory and the number of homes for sale, and prices were rolling back, somewhere in between December and January's pricing levels, with some exceptions. Now, this right now is creating a bit of a chaotic environment. We're seeing less showings and we're seeing less offers as well. And also the list price to sale price ratio has gone down also. So what does this mean? Let's look at the different avenues and aspects of this big picture and let's break it down. In April, a total of 633 residential homes were sold through the MLS service in Kitchener. That's a decrease of 25% compared to April of 2021. Let's break it down by property type. Total residential sales in April included 361 detached homes, 107 condo units, 48 semis, and 117 townhouses. So that gives us a good overview. Let's move on to price. In April, the average sale price for all residential properties in the Kitchener-Waterloo area was $907,205. This represents a 19.6% increase over April of last year, but a 5.5% decrease compared to March. The average price of a detached home was just under $1,061,000, which represents an 18% increase from April of 2021 and a 6.4% decrease compared to last month. The average sale price for a semi was just over $785,000. This represents an increase of 20.4% compared to April 2021 and a decrease of 10.5% compared to last month. Now, condos are an interesting anomaly, and the average sale price for an apartment style condo was $600,219. This is actually an increase of 35.4% compared to April of 2021 and an increase of 6% compared to March. The average sale price for a townhouse was just over $763,000. This represents a 24.5% increase from April of 2021 and a decrease of 4.1% compared to last month. So zooming out, we can see that single detached homes, semis, and townhomes have reverted in pricing. They're somewhere in between December, January, in that window. And what's interesting, what you guys may notice, is condos have actually increased in price and they've remained quite steady. So why is that? That's a great question. My guess would be we've had more higher priced condos sell in April, which have pulled up the average sale price for condominiums in Kitchener-Waterloo. Overall, markets are down. So we've got crypto markets down, we've got the stock markets are down. There's a lot of world events happening right now as well, which are somehow interconnected and influence things. If we look at the Toronto real estate market, which heavily influences some neighborhoods in Kitchener-Waterloo, but overall, many people are moving from the GTA here because of affordability. Their market is also down. They're down about 40% in terms of the volume of sales over April 2021, and their prices are actually down 25%, 27% since March 2022. So that's not as much as us, but we are definitely feeling that, and I'm noticing that in many neighborhoods that are close to the 401, which are heavily favored by our lovely GTA friends moving to our beautiful city. Is the market crashing? Is it correcting? I know in the last few weeks in April, we've had clients that have purchased earlier in March and prices have dipped a bit, so they've we've had to had some difficult conversations, and there have been some difficult realities to attest with. So it's not a fun experience for some of you that have gotten caught in this little headlock, but you have to make the best of it. Get on the market as soon as you can to be able to cash out. Now, anyone that's looking to buy right now, folks, when we're seeing a lot of people that are seeing the prices dip, so they're just afraid. And when people are afraid, they're gonna sit on the bench and not do anything. Hey, let's wait and see. Will the prices come down? Will they keep going? Eventually this will flatten out, and then we'll maybe flatten out and keep on plugging away. So for you buyers out there that have been looking for 4, 5, 6 months, a year, this can be a great opportunity to lock in a decent interest rate and get in and purchase your first home, or make that next move to a bigger home or downsize to a smaller home. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a tough time in the next month or two. We'll see how the next interest rate hikes shake out. Some of the market turned down, I believe, this is my opinion, again, I'm not a psychic, otherwise I wouldn't be a real estate agent, but I think a lot of it is influenced by fear. When the market's plugging away and going hot, everybody's getting FOMO and they're trying to get in and get on the bandwagon. When the market turns a bit or dips, people get afraid, they pull out of the market, sit and wait, let's wait and see. And basically from there, that pulls out the demand from the market. Now add in a huge influx of inventory, because we are in the spring market now, and here we go. We've got buyers that have more than a few options. They've got a handful of options they can choose from. So they're not that scared of missing out on this property because there's another 4 or 5 options for them. So I expect this will continue into the next month. In May, we'll wait and see. But overall, guys, long-term real estate's the way to be, the way to play. But if you're in the market right now looking to sell, things that are gonna be important for you is make sure your home shows well. Don't just whip it up and not declutter it, no painting, just kind of whip it and wait and see, because buyers now, this is where the pickiness is gonna come out. They've got plenty of options and they're gonna gravitate towards the top 20 or 30% of the nicest homes in their price range. Those are gonna be the most desirable. The homes that have caveats, or they're on a super busy street, or they don't have a good backyard, or they're messy, or they're not painted and they don't show well, those homes are gonna be tougher. They're gonna have a tougher experience on the market. So let's wait and see, but keep on plugging away. You guys let me know in the comments what you think is gonna happen next. Wrapping up, there were 1,277 new listings added to the MLS system in the KWN area. This is an increase of 16.2% compared to April of last year. The total number of homes available for sale in an active status at the end of April was 703. This is an increase of 48.6% compared to April of last year, and this is actually the first time since September of 2019 that the total number of homes for sale metric has been over 700. The number of months of inventory is increased to 1.2. This is the first time since September of 2020 that inventory has nudged above the 1 month mark. Now remember, number of months of inventory is the time needed to sell off the current inventory at the current rate of sales. The average number of days to sell in April was 9. This is the same that it was last year in April as well. So in summary, looking at the inventory metrics and the days on market metrics, guys, 1.2 months of inventory, it's still a seller's market. So buyers, houses aren't sitting on the market for 30, 40, 60 days right now. So you still need to move quickly. Sellers still have the advantage or edge, but you're gonna be able to get a better price relative to February or January, and in some cases even March, but you need to move quick and you still need to have an attractive offer, and most sellers are still holding on to those prices from February and March in their minds. So negotiations have been a little bit difficult in the last month, but overall things will balance out. We'll get to some sort of equilibrium, but at this point, there's still lots of inventory, but still not enough for it to be turning into a buyer's market. Hope that gave you guys some insight. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you on the next month's video. Peace out.